Hey, thank you for joining me in my video today. On today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating a Windows firewall. Now, stay with me here, protecting a very vulnerable machine. So on the left here, I have got a Windows 7 machine. It's a Service Pack 1 machine, so it's quite out of date. It's essentially just a fresh install of this Windows 7 machine. And on the right side, I've got my Kali Linux here, and uh, both of these machines are attached on the same private network. So what I want to do now is I do actually have a couple services running on this machine, and I'm going to do a very simple nmap scan, and we're going to take a look at what we can see about this machine as a fresh install of a Windows 7. I'm going to do a stealth scan on this machine. Awesome. So take a look at this. We've got FTP running, we've got HTTP running, and we have a SMB also running. So there's a number of tests that we can do at this point to dig a little deeper. I would connect to FTP. I would connect to the web server that's running. I would use SMB client to test to see if I can actually connect as a default user. But that's not what this video is about. What this video is what does this machine look like when I do a decent firewall rule to protect this machine. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually manipulate the Windows firewall and attach a deny all inbound rule. And then we're going to come back and we're going to see how does this look different. Okay, while we're in here, now let's go and open up our Windows firewall. And we are going to configure this thing. Okay. Now I want to look at my inbound rules. So this would be traffic that is on the outside of this machine that is directed to the inside. So coming inbound. Oh, hey, we got a rule here that's not so good. So let's go ahead and delete this one. And that rule was allowing anything to come in. Let's take a look at what the nmap scan would return with just the default stuff. This is just default Windows 7 Service Pack 1. And just to reiterate, this scan was with an any rule attached. Okay, so our stealth scan has completed, and if we compare the two scans, they look exactly the same. So this was with an any rule, and this was with just the default. This is what Windows comes with. I'm gonna kill that terminal there. Now, let's go ahead and actually add a rule. We're going to create a new rule. And the wizard for this Windows 7 is pretty easy. We are going to do a custom rule. Custom, next. All programs. Now the protocol I want to look for is anything. Local port, all of it. What are we looking for? Any IP address to specifically look for? No, I'm going to deny everything. So any IP address is fine. And we're going to block the connection. Next, block it on everything. Name. I'll give a really fancy name of deny all. There we go. We now have a inbound rule called deny all, and it is blocking everything that's coming inbound. Let's do a quick test on this side here. We're going to open up Firefox for this test. And we're honestly just gonna validate that packets can come in and out of this machine. So let's go to Amazon. There you go. Even with a deny all inbound rule, we can still go out to the internet. Let's go and do this scan again and see what it looks like. Wait a second for the scan to finish, and it looks very different, doesn't it? This was before the deny all firewall was applied, so it was just the default. It's just allowing stuff. Well, actually, this was with the any, but we also saw that there was no difference between having an any and the default firewall. But then when we come over here and we do the exact same scan, we can see that the 1,000 default ports that are included in a basic nmap scan are all filtered, which is great. So I know that all these ports are being filtered, so we can tell that a firewall is in action here. Why don't we go and take a look at a port that we know has a service running? So I'm gonna pick a web server, port 80. Let's use netcat, and let's actually poke at that port for a second. Okay, so what you probably didn't see is that I actually paused the video, and I've let this netcat go for about a minute, and nothing's changed. And that's okay, because what's happening is netcat is trying to connect to the port 80 on this server here, and nothing's happening. Or is it? Actually, something is happening, and we saw that happen with our deny all rule. It's trying to connect, but it's being stopped. And that's what we want for now, because the nature of this video is just to see that setting up a firewall, even if it's on an operating system that is really bad, like this one that I've got here, a firewall is a critical piece of just a critical function on a machine. The next step, if I wanted to have this web server doing its proper job, is that I would allow connections to this port in the Windows firewall. And that sounds like another video. All right, if you're enjoying my videos, please go ahead and like and subscribe. That would be awesome. And stay tuned. Lots more coming. Thanks. Bye.